Acceptance of deposits by private limited company under Companies Act 2013. In following situations, a private limited company can accept money, any amount received from central or state government, any amount where repayment is guaranteed by the central or state government, any amount received from banks or public financial institutions, any amount received against issue of commercial paper or any other instruments issued in accordance with the guidelines or notification issued by the Reserve Bank of India, any amount received by a company from any other company, any amount received from a person who, at the time of the receipt of the amount, was a director of the company or a relative of the director of private limited company, any amount received and held pursuant to an offer made in accordance with the provisions of the Act towards subscription to any securities, including share application money or advance towards allotment of securities pending allotment, so long as such amount is appropriated only against the amount due on allotment of the securities applied for. Any amount raised by the issue of bonds or debentures secured by a first charge or a charge ranking pari passu with the first charge on any assets referred to in Schedule 3 of the Act, excluding intangible assets of the company or bonds or debentures compulsorily convertible into shares of the company within 10 years. Any amount received from an employee of the company not exceeding his annual salary under a contract of employment with the company in the nature of non-interest-bearing security deposit. Any non-interest-bearing amount received or held in trust. Any amount received in the course of, or for the purposes of, the business of the company for following: A. As an advance for the supply of goods or provision of services accounted for in any manner whatsoever, provided that such advance is appropriated against supply of goods or provision of services within a period of 365 days from the date of acceptance of such advance. B. As advance, accounted for in any manner whatsoever, received in connection with consideration for property under an agreement or arrangement, provided that such advance is adjusted against the property in accordance with the terms of agreement or arrangement. C. As security deposit for the performance of the contract for supply of goods or provision of services. D. As advance received under long-term projects for supply of capital goods except those covered under item above. E. As an advance towards consideration for providing future services in the form of a warranty or maintenance contract as per written agreement or arrangement, if the period for providing such services does not exceed the period prevalent as per common business practice, or 5 years, from the date of acceptance of such service, whichever is less. F. As an advance received and as allowed by any sectoral regulator or in accordance with directions of central or state government. G. As an advance for subscription towards publication, whether in print or in electronic, to be adjusted against receipt of such publications.